Hello guys, good day and welcome to this beginner's guide on how to use Zapier. I'll be walking you through the basics of setting up your very first Zap and automating your workflows. So now let's dive in. So first thing that you need to do is go to zapier.com. So this is how Zapier homepage will look like. If you don't have any account yet, you could sign up using the Start Free with Email or Start Free with Google. So for this video, we'll be signing up using our own Google account. Okay, so just sign in using your Google account and click on continue. All right, so there you go. So once you've logged in, this is how the dashboard will look like. So let's set up your very first Zap. So first thing that you need to do is click on this button right here, create, and click on Zaps. Okay, so this is how it would look like. Now, there are endless ways to use Zapier, but some of the most common way is to automatically save email attachments to cloud storage like Google Drive or Dropbox. So for this example, we'll start up by setting up the trigger. Okay, so let's click on this box right here, trigger, and we'll be clicking on Gmail. Okay, so once you click Gmail, you'll be then prompted to choose the event that you need to do. Okay, so there's lots of options here. New attachment, new email matching search. For this video, we'll be choosing new email. So this triggers when a new email appears in the specified mailbox. So what this does is that this will trigger the Zap whenever a new email arrives in your Gmail inbox. Okay, so now let's click continue. And now you'll be prompted to choose the Gmail account that you want associated with the trigger. So let's click on this box right here. Let's click on choose, and you could sign in to your own email or click on connect to a new account. So for this video, let's click on connect new account and just sign into your own Gmail. Okay, and just allow it to access your own Gmail. So there you go. You're able to sign in or connect your email already. So let's click on continue. So now we're in the third step, which is the trigger. Okay, so let's change the label or mailbox. So what this does, for example, we'll be choosing inbox. So when Zap sees that there's a new email in your inbox, the trigger will occur. Okay, so let's click on continue. So now we're on the testing phase. So we could test your trigger. So just click on this box, test trigger, and you could check on your own Gmail if the test was successful. So now you could see that this load up three of the most recent records in my own Gmail. So you could just choose one here, email A, B, or C. So we'll be choosing the C, which is the most recent. So continue with selected record. Okay, so now we've successfully set up the trigger. So now let's configure the action. So this is what happens when the trigger event occurs. Okay, so for this video, we'll be choosing Google Drive as the action app. Okay, so now the same thing, we'll be choosing the event that would happen. So we could see some of the options here. There's lots of options. We could choose create folder, create shortcut. For this video, we'll be choosing upload file. So whenever someone sends an email to my inbox, what happens is it will be uploaded to my own Google Drive. Okay, so let's continue and connect to our own Google Drive. So just click on this box, choose, and let's connect to our own Google Drive right here. Okay, so there I've connected successfully my Google Drive. So now let's click on continue. All right, so now we're in the action phase. Okay, so you could choose where you want your file to be sent to. So I want it to be sent to my Google Drive. Now you could also specifically choose the folder on your Google Drive, but I only have one folder inside my Google Drive, so I'll be clicking on shared with me. Right, so there you go, and you need to upload one file. So just click one of the files here. So I will choose raw payload body size as an example. Okay, so just click X. Okay, so now we have convert to document. So what this does is that if you put yes, this would allow Google to convert the file into an editable document. So when someone sends you a file, this will allow Google to convert it into an editable document. So I would want that, so I'll be putting in true, but if you don't want, just put in false. Okay, true. Then file name, you could just leave that be. By default, they would use the same name and extension as the original file. Same goes with the file extension. So just click on continue. So this same thing, You could test it out if ever this trigger and action is successful in your own Gmail and Google Drive. So just click on test app. There you go. You could check your own Google Drive if it was successful. So there you have it, guys. You've just created a powerful Zap that will save you time and streamline your own work. If you found this video helpful, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more tech tips. Thank you.